welcome back to my channel. In this video, we'll be reviewing tips for the removal and replacement of the Manifold absolute pressure sensor on this 2019 Honda CRV with the 1.5 liter engine. If you find my tips to be helpful, please like, subscribe, and comment. Now let's get started. The Manifold absolute pressure sensor is located in the center of your screen near the tip of my red pointer. Some of the symptoms associated with a faulty sensor include excessive fuel consumption, lack of power, failed emission tests, and a check engine light with trouble codes P1025, P1128, and P1129. So you might ask, what does this part do? Well, it measures the pressure in the engine's intake manifold and sends that information to the engine control unit. Our supply list includes a sensor, if needed, an 8mm socket with a long extension and a small ratchet. Please see other items in the description below. So let's go ahead and move forward with the removal and replacement of the MAP sensor. Okay, before we get started, I just want to show you that I reinstalled the air intake housing just to show you that you really don't need to take it off in order to perform this repair. Okay? Come over here. Loosen up the 8mm bolt. Be careful not to drop it. I'm going to come right in over the top. Loosen up the screw. Next, I'm going to carefully wiggle and pull the sensor straight out. All right. Once I do that, that gives me access to the electrical connector. Just press down on the back and pull it out. And there you have it. That's your Manifold absolute pressure sensor. This part was not throwing a code. Just performing a quick inspection. Looking at the electrical connectors, they look nice and straight. You can see that there's no cracks. Coming down from the top, you'll see there's an O-ring here. And I just want to mention that this O-ring, it's looser than other O-rings that I've looked at. So that's an observation I've made. Also, when I looked in the Honda parts manual, it had this O-ring called out as a specific part, and you don't see that very often. So what I would say that if you're having issues with this part and you check out the O-ring and it's brittle or cracking, you might want to attempt to replace the O-ring before replacing the sensor itself, okay? It could be that Honda's already realized there's an issue and they're already providing a replacement O-ring in their parts manual. That's the way I would interpret it. Let's go ahead and get this reinstalled. Come back in over the top. I'm gonna look at my electrical connector. Make sure that gasket is not deformed. I'm gonna reattach it and listen for the click. There you go. Give it a little tug. Then I'm going to press down on the sensor, press it back into the hole. I'm just going to rock it back and forth in a circular motion, making sure I'm getting that O-ring seated properly. Then I'm going to come in with my 8mm bolt. Okay, just tighten it down till it's snug. And there you have it. Well, folks, that wraps up this video on the removal and replacement of the Manifold absolute pressure sensor on this 2019 Honda CRV with the 1.5 liter engine. If you find my tips to be helpful, please like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, drive defensively.